Every season had its own personality. This one started fast and it's kind of dwindled a little bit. And now we'll see what happens. We've got 3 games left. We got an opportunity in front of us. We got to take care of one at a time, and we'll see what happens. I mean, again, it's a good football team coming in.
Yes, Saints come marching in on Monday. Hey there, welcome to the show. I'm Aaron Anderson. Monday. Panthers season comes down to Monday night. It's Carolina and New Orleans. A win keeps hope alive, but after 5 straight losses, look, that is all we can hope for. Here's the rundown. Cue Izzy Mandelbaum from Seinfeld. It is go time. Hear what the Panthers say about Monday's must-win. Carolina will see Drew Brees and company twice over the final 3 games. We have the keys to victory on Monday. Our fan of the week only gets 8 miles a gallon, but wait until you hear her purr. But first, a look back at yet another forgettable ending. Todd Gibson checks in with the recap.
A 5-game losing skid has all but put an end to the Carolina Panthers' playoff hopes. It's baffling to think that just over a month ago, this team was securely entrenched in the playoff picture. Now it would take a miracle to reach the postseason. But regardless, the players say they've got a job to do, no matter how dire the situation.
That's never going to be an issue with this team. Guys are going to play hard regardless of where the situation is, what's going on with the season. That's never been an issue here, and I don't expect it to be an issue moving forward.
I'm gonna do my part, and I'm really starting with myself. Knowing that we all put ourselves in this situation. There's no one person to blame. We just got to keep moving forward.
We're going to continue to play hard. We're going to continue to stick together. We're going to continue to keep trying and try to get it right.
And even if they do get it right, it may not be enough to save the season. The Panthers' recent late-game failures have put this team in a bind.
Coming up short each and every week with similar settings and not, kind of pushing through. And I wish I had the words to say, but I don't. In this league, that's just what it always comes down to, finding ways to keep the game close or just to win late in the game. And we just haven't found that way to win.
Well, this game's about making 4 or 5 plays or not making 4 or 5 plays. And that's the truth of the matter. I mean, you go back and look at it and then you can pick any 4 plays out that were instrumental in this game and change one of them. It's a different outcome. But you can't. And what you can't do is when you have an opportunity to make plays, you have to make plays. And you can't allow plays. And unfortunately, that's part of what happened right now. So we just got to continue to work at it and see what happens.
There is absolutely no room for error now. The Panthers have to win out, and that begins Monday night when the Saints come marching in to Charlotte. For the Black and Blue Huddle, I'm Todd Gibson.
Gibby is also right. Panthers have to run the table and get some help. As it stands now, they are exactly a half game back of the Vikings with 3 to play. 1 more loss, and it could be curtains. You know what's frustrating? The fact that Carolina has been close to getting back in the win column. 1 play here, 1 play there. That was the case once again in Cleveland late in that football game. Ron Rivera rolled the dice on 4th and goal late. A touchdown gives Carolina the lead. Cam looking for Julius Wright. Close doesn't cut it, and that is the story of this never-ending losing streak. Panthers simply cannot make a play when it counts. Time is running out for this football team, and so are the excuses.
We're in a position where we're done with the cliche sayings. We're done with the, what we're supposed to do. It just comes down to us doing our job, and that's pretty much what it is, in all 3 phases of football. So, even though coach can get up and motivate us, we can motivate and scream and holler and scream. It just comes down to us doing our job.
Well, one thing that stands out during this 5-game skid, Cam Newton's ability to run the football. Went from 9 carries a game to just over 4 with no touchdowns. Now, we know the shoulder is an issue, but without the threat of Newton running out of the read option, the Panthers' offense lacks some punch. But do the Panthers have a puncher's chance? They lost all 3 meetings last season to New Orleans, including the wild card game. Now, Ron Rivera, believe it or not, thinks this team is treading up as they head into Monday's showdown.
I think our guys understand what it takes, and we'll see what happens. It's a big game for us. We have an opportunity. It's in front of us. The challenge is whether or not we can get it done. But I do believe in our guys. I like our guys, and I like the way we came out today and ready to roll. I do like the personnel we have. I think we have the potential to score points on the offensive side. We've done a fairly good job in certain situations as far as the offense is concerned, moving the ball. Defensively, I like the personnel we have. We just can't give up big plays, explosive plays, and that's really what's been kind of the crux of the last few games we've had. Well, there is a blueprint. People do talk about it, but there's obviously what will happen is when something like that happens, you go back, you evaluate it, and you try and correct it or fix it. And I imagine that's probably what they've done. I think the biggest thing more than anything else is wherever he is, you got to make sure you have population around him. Again, players that are explosive, players that are playmakers, you've got to at least have an eye on them and have a feel for where they are. And once they get the ball, they've got to get to the football. Well, the thing that they have to do is they have to be patient and they got to be disciplined. More so than anything else, one of the things that we told him was that you have to play discipline. He's very good at what he does, and there's a reason why he's going to be a Hall of Famer first ballot for sure. You've got to play your technique, you've got to play discipline, and you've got to do the things that you should be doing based on the defenses that are called.
You're going to want to keep an eye on the two cams on Monday. That is Newton and Jordan. These two have exchanged trash talk throughout the years, but in January, the Saints defensive end sent a bottle of wine and a broom to congratulate Newton on losing the wild card game, something that Carolina's Cam is using as motivation.
If you need any type of boost, spooce, kind of chip on your shoulder versus this game, I have a constant reminder each and every day when I look at my locker. That I was gifted last year, and can't wait. Yeah, it was wine, and they sent the broom too. So, I ain't take the pack off, so I'm gonna rescind to the sender if everything gets taken care of the way we know we can do it. So, and that's all in good fun. I got opportunity to see Cam, Jordan, that is, in the off season, and. At the end of the day, we respectively dislike each other, on the field. Off the field, it's a different story. Can't wait. Can't wait. We've been on this skid for a couple weeks, and, we were going against a divisional opponent. And, even going back to week one, we kind of figured it would come down to a scenario like this in one way, shape, form. Of course, for it to be coming down like this for us, it's not ideal. But at the end of the day, we still have a chance, still have opportunity to play, and we're looking forward to it. I know I am personally. Well, that's how it goes. You never know what play it is, and you never know what game it is that can really propel you. And we're right in I said it earlier, we're right in the muck of a lot of different teams that has opportunities, and we just got to make sure we do everything that we could possibly do to keep giving ourselves the best chances, and that's winning football games.
And we hope a win on Monday. Hey, we know what the New Orleans offense can do. How can the Panthers D stop them? Our insider has the answer straight ahead on the Black and Blue Huddle.
We're really looking forward to this game. Not only a chance to beat a division team on Monday Night Football, and one the world loves right now. So we get a chance to go out and show who we really are.
Situations like this, it only brings your team together. Any team that fall apart really don't stand a chance, and that's the best thing about this team. Times like this we come together. We don't break apart. So the camaraderie is great. The vibes are great. The morale is great. Everything is great around here.
Yes, things are great, according to cornerback Dante Jackson. Fans hoping the Panthers play great on Monday. Now, we know the B of A will be rocking. Home cooking? Could it be what this team needs? We'll find out. Jeff Jones has a look ahead in this week's Scouting Report.
Well, after 5 straight losses, we have entered the part of the season where some fans are jumping off the Panthers bandwagon quickly. But before you take that hop, you should know this team still feels like they have something to play for. And they're right. The Black and Blue may need a little help, but the trip to the postseason that we all hoped for is still possible.
We just got to take it one game at a time. Things are still falling in our favor right now, and we got to come out this week and take advantage of what's ahead of us.
We still got an opportunity. Every year is different. There's no comparing this team to any other teams, but we still have a shot. So we still going to prepare, and we still going to try to go out and take advantage of it.
Taking advantage of your opportunities, that's an important part of playing sports. And the opportunity this week is to get some payback. New Orleans beat Carolina on 3 separate occasions last season, and the Panthers remember each one.
That's rare that a team beat you 3 times in 1 year, and we still hold that chip, we still hold that nasty taste. So we got to come out, we got to be ready, we got to start fast. In order to beat the Saints, they'll have to take down a future Hall of Fame quarterback, Drew Brees. Stopping Brees is at the top of the Panthers' wish list this week, but it is not their only goal. Most importantly, we got to win, but we got to get this guy off his spot, man. Hit Drew a couple times and stop the run, and get our guys up the field and stop the passing game.
Drew is an all-time great quarterback, so it's a pleasure to watch him. It's been a pleasure to play against him and compete against him. I'm excited. I'm excited about this opportunity that we have playing against such a great team and such a great quarterback.
It's also an opportunity to begin what could be a fairy tale ending to the season.
That would be a great story, wouldn't it? If we won this game and then won 2 more and made it in. It would be a great story.
Julius was asked if that storybook ending was possible. His answer, it's more than possible. It's what we expect. We'll see if the Panthers can live up to their expectations Monday night when they play the Saints.
Thank you, Jeff. As Frank Drebin once said, it's 4th and 15, and you're looking at a full-court press. Panthers insider Mark Thomas joins us now. Look, Carolina's back's against the wall. No secret. But you're not afraid of the big bad Saints.
No, I'm not afraid of the big bad Saints because this is as close to a college rivalry as you have in football. Whenever the Saints come to town, whenever it's Monday Night Football, you do the old throw the records out the window. And I think for the Carolina Panthers, that's exactly what you got to do. It's the Saints, it's Drew Brees, it's Sean Payton. Hey, let's get this thing going.
This is a team that's gettable. Cowboys got them 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to go out on a limb. For Carolina to win this football game, you have got to get to Drew Brees. The question is, how do you do that?
Right, because you see what the Carolina Panthers really haven't done over the last couple weeks. Everybody wants to talk about the big plays. Well, you know why you've given up big plays? Because you haven't really put a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks. And you can do it by mixing up blitzes, and I like that idea. But to shut down the New Orleans Saints, you've got to cover Alvin Kamara out of the backfield. I mean, that's been the key. The reason the Cowboys are so good, they were able to get to the quarterback, but they were also able to shut down Alvin Kamara. What he had, 8 catches for 36 yards. That's how you slow down this team.
Cam Newton is not running the football. We know the shoulder's an issue, but is there a way to get him into space?
Yeah, absolutely. But see, for me, it's a decision by Norv Turner, by this team to say, hey, look, you're in the short rows. I mean, you're getting down to the end of the year. What are you saving for? You're not going to make the playoffs unless you desperately win these last 3 games. So you go out and you run Cam, especially inside the red zone. Once you get inside the 5, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Christian McCaffrey's been fantastic, but Cam Newton has to run it in short yardage. He has to run it inside the 10. We haven't seen that here lately.
And we haven't seen Devin Funchess. No catches last week. What a time to pull a disappearing act, right?
Well, right. But I saw Samuels make some plays. I saw the other guys. A lot of times when we don't see receivers make plays, we tend to think, okay, well, that's the receiver not getting out of his route, not making plays, or the offensive coordinator, the quarterback not getting the football. Sometimes it's the defense. Sometimes the defense say that's really their only weapon other than McCaffrey, and then you just got to find other guys. And that's really what I saw.
Doomsday scenario, lose and it's over. You've been a part of locker rooms. Can that kind of scenario light a fire under a team?
It can, because, again, you're playing what would be considered your rival with the New Orleans Saints. You're playing on Monday Night Football. You're playing at home. And all those things start getting in your head of, hey, we're not a bad football team. all these media people, it's them against us. So, yeah, come on, let's show up and let's play big boy football and start playing the type of Panther football that we've seen this team have over the last couple of years.
Vegas likes the Saints.
They do.
You like the Panthers. How do you see this playing out?
I see this playing out in the way that the Carolina Panthers kind of get things going with the emotion of playing on Monday Night Football. They get off to a fast start. I think you're going to see more of Cam Newton running the football, especially in short yardage inside the red zone. Say what you will about the New Orleans Saints being a good football team this year. A lot of it has to do with what they've done offensively. Defensively, I think there's still some holes. And Cam Newton's got to take advantage of it. He's got the sore shoulder, but if he runs the football with what Christian McCaffrey's doing, they're going to take advantage of New Orleans. Yeah, I think they beat the New Orleans Saints this weekend.
Panthers get a W. You and I are going down to buy a lottery.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
Appreciate the help.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
See you next week.
Yep.
Okay, time for a timeout. When the Black and Blue Huddle returns, we'll check in with Damiere Byrd, find out what sport he would play had he not made it in the NFL. But first, trivia. The Saints and Panthers have met 47 times in franchise history. Who is it that owns the all-time series lead? That answer, and it's close, coming up on the other side of the break. Panthers have faced the Saints more time than any other team in franchise history. It's true. These two have butted heads 47 total times. Who is it that owns the all-time series lead? Well, check it out. This thing is neck and neck. Panthers lead by a nose, 24-23. Our cat of the week suffered a broken arm in Week 11 while his season is over. That did not stop Jeff Jones from asking the tough questions. Let's see how Damiere Byrd, the wide receiver, handles the hot seat.
Guys, we are here in the Panthers locker room. We're joined by wide receiver Damiere Byrd. Damiere, we're going to get to know you better by asking you 3 questions that have nothing to do with football. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Question number 1. We know that you're really, really good at football. We've seen you on the field catching the touchdowns and everything. What else are you really, really good at?
My other best sport, I ran track. Really good at that.
If you could run track, for Team USA, which events would you run?
The 100, 200, and then probably relay.
Question number 2 for you, you have 3 options: a text message, a phone call, or a FaceTime. Which one are you most likely to answer?
A text.
Okay, who's that one person where if you look down and you see, oh, it's a FaceTime, I got to pick this up. Even though it's not a text, I'm answering this.
My mom.
Mama Bird, if you're watching right now and you got to get in touch with them, feel free to FaceTime. Question number 3, what's your favorite family recipe?
7-Up cake. Like a pound cake, but you make it with 7-Up soda. Best thing you'll ever have.
Okay. Is there like icing or any kind of frosting?
Icing, all that stuff on there.
All right, I like it. You get 2 desserts, so cake, icing, and a beverage, a little 7-Up. I like that mix.
Crisp and clean with no caffeine. Who knew? 7-Up cake. If you have a question you would like us to ask one of the Panthers, please do let us know. You can tweet me at Arn Anderson or Jeff Jones, which of course is at Jeff Jones Sports. We'll be right back. Fantasy football time. Who to start, Panthers fans? Let's see. This is do or die. Cam Newton, as we know in detail, has not forgotten Cam Jordan's wine and broom gift. Paybacks could mean for a big night for number 1. We know Christian McCaffrey will come to play. Dude has been on a tear, and he will perform. The dark horse, tight end Ian Thomas. We like this man to get loose at least once in the red zone. Our fan of the week bought an SUV and put in $5,000 worth of Panthers upgrades, complete with a helmet and even lighting. When it comes to his Panthers mobile, Randy Whitner does not mess around. Tell me about this automobile. It's an 04 what?
It's a 2003 Chevy Tahoe.
Okay.
Expedition.
This is fully loaded, and that means fully panthered out.
Panthered out, everything. Still got some names to put on it for the players that's on here, but other than that, it's a great truck. Everybody loves it. I get a lot of activity from it.
Nobody confuses you as being a Falcons fan in this thing.
Oh, no. They know I'm a Panther fan. Been a Panther fan since they was affiliated in '95.
Just out of curiosity, miles a gallon, what do you get?
Maybe uptown riding around, let people see the truck. Maybe 8, 9.
Worth it?
To the gallon. Oh yeah, I'd drive 100 miles to a gallon if I had to.
Your dream is to have who sit in the front seat?
My dream is to have Cam Newton ride in my passenger seat and wave at people in the parade this year.
The Super Bowl parade?
No, the Thanksgiving and Christmas parade on the 22nd of this month.
Well, when they win the Super Bowl, I'm thinking this would be a good ride for Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, it'd be a well ride for him. I'd take him anywhere he needed to go.
Keep pounding?
Keep pounding all the time.
Randy, that is one sweet rig. Well done, my man. Hey, if you have a fan you'd like to nominate, please do hit me up at Arn Anderson, and I will do my very best to get your fan or your car on the air. That does it for this show. Do not forget Panthers Saints Monday night. This is for all the marbles, at least for Carolina. For all the people who do make the black and blue huddle happen, I'm Arn Anderson. We'll see you right here next week.
Say that!